Hi everybody! Today we're going to be doing a mobility for ballet workout. So let's start in second position, arms nice and wide. We're going to take 8 big pliés. 1, up, with a full port de bras, up, 3, 4, 5, 6, getting those legs nice and warm, 7, 8. Now, keeping the arms up, you're just going to lift the shoulders, drop the shoulders. Lift them, drop them. Getting that mobility through the shoulders, nice and high, down. Let's do 4 more. 4, lower, 3, lower, 2, lower, 1. Now we're going to do those 8 big pliés again. 8, full arms again. 7, 6, and 5. 4 more. 3 more. Last 2. Last 1. And rest. Good. Now, let's turn it out into first position. Let's place the hands on the hips. Just to get the ankles moving and the feet moving, we're going to take a demi-plie to releve, stretch the legs, lower. And again, demi-plie, releve, stretch, lower. 2 more times this way, releve, stretch, lower. 1 more, demi-plie, releve, stretch. Now you're going to reverse, so you go straight up, plie, heels down, straight legs. Straight up, plie, heels down, stretch. 2 more, plie, heels down, stretch. 1 more, plie, heels down, stretch. Good. Let's go down to the mat and let's do some more mobility work for the hips as well as engaging the backs of your legs. So we're going to come down into a tabletop. We're going to take one leg to an attitude at the back. Now we're going to really try to keep the squareness through your hips and shoulders so you're not twisting, and we're going to lift that leg in attitude 8 times. Up and down. 3, 4. So you're thinking about opening that knee wide the whole time without twisting hips or shoulders. 2, 1. Now bring it into parallel. Now we're going to do a full circle of the leg. So we're going to open, lift it back, bring it to parallel. Open to the back, into parallel. So we're just circling the leg in the hip joint, and you can move the hips a little bit to get that mobility going. 4 more. Bring the knee in. 3 more. Bring the knee in. Let's hug those abdominals up so we're not letting that back arch all over the place. 1 more. And bring it in. Just stretch back for a second. Release those wrists. Stretch your spine long. Let's do that all on the other side. So we're going to come into that turned out attitude position. And we go 8. And 7. Really feeling those side glutes. Lift and lower. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now bring it into parallel. We do that circle. Side, up, into the middle. Open, lift, in. Open, lift, down. Trying to keep your pelvis stable. 4 more, and down. 3 more, and down. 2 more, and down. And 1 more here, up, back, down. Stretch it back again. Now let's work to get a little bit more movement through our upper spine. So great movement for preparing for arabesques. Take your legs about hip width apart and bring your arms wide, elbows bent. We're just going to press up, head, neck and chest. So you're gonna keep those elbows down and then just roll it back down. And again, head, neck, and chest, lifting up. So you're really gonna feel the upper back muscles holding you up there. Feel the upper back, suspend it there, and then soften it down. And again, lift with the upper back and soften it down. We're gonna do 2 more like this. Lift and soften it down. 1 more like this. Lift and soften it down. Great. Now, I want you to turn your legs out. Bring those legs together to first. Reach those arms out in front to fifth over your head. And now we're going to lift, open the arms, overhead, and down. And again, lift, open to second, overhead, and down. Finding those upper back muscles to get this movement through the spine. And lift, open. We don't have to lift very high to find those upper back muscles. 4 more. Open, forward, and down. 3 more. Open, forward, and down. 2 more. Open, forward, and down. Last one, feeling that back. Open, forward, and down. And let's round it back into child's pose. And now let's sit up in a diamond position, frog position, whatever you want to call it. So your bottoms of your feet together, your knees are open. Now we're going to round the arms forward in that fifth, and we're going to try to curve the back as much as possible. It's going to feel really nice on that back after all that work. Now we're going to roll it all the way down to our back. We're going to roll it for 4, for 3, lift the arms all the way down. Now you're going to circle your arms through second, and you're curling your back to come up and round it forward using those abdominals, and roll it down. 2, 3, 4, and circle it up. Squeeze the feet together all the way forward. Now, if you're finding it difficult to come up there with that much control, you can hold on to the legs for a little bit of extra help. So it would look like this. Hold on to the legs and all the way forward, and roll it down. 2. You're trying to roll it through the back, 1 bone at a time. Big circle of the arms, scoop them forward all the way over. We're going to do 1 more time like this. Roll it down. 2, 3, 4, and lift it up. 2, 3, 4. Very nice. Now, we're going to lay it down on one side, all the way down on that arm, and you're going to take your top leg bent, and the knee is going to go down to the floor. So kind of like a parallel passe position. This hand in front of you, supporting through your abdominals. You're going to turn that knee out to a passe, and then développé the leg, passe, turn it in. Turn it out, développé, passe, and in. Now you're trying to do this without letting that top hip completely roll back. So hips are stacked, turning out from the back of the leg, and you're also trying to get that extension to fully straight. Fully straighten, bend, and in. Let's do 1 more here. Turning out, stretch, passe, and down. Good. Bend the knees and push yourself up. Let's do that right over to the other side, and then we get to do some stretching. So all the way down, top knee bent, lower it all the way to the floor. This arm in front of you, hold those abdominals in, Make sure that that top hip doesn't move around. We go turnout, développé, turnout, squeeze down, open, stretch the back of the knee, bend, lower, open. So this is excellent work to find that passe movement, that turnout from the leg bone turning out in the hip joint, not the hips moving around to turn out the leg. Bend, lower. It's all about isolating this leg bone. In, down. Last one here. Ooh, backs of the legs working. And lower. Bend both knees. Come on up. Now we're gonna do some stretches. So the body is warm, the back is warm, the legs are warm, your core is warm. Press those feet together in a diamond shape. Let's lift up and over to one side, nice and smooth. And then you're gonna float it forward over the leg. And then you're gonna walk it right through to the middle and roll it all the way up. Up and over to the other side. So this would be a great sequence to do before a ballet class to get you nice and mobile and also to activate the muscles that you're going to use in ballet class. And stretch forward and all the way through the middle and roll it up. It's also a great sequence to just do on its own. Maybe if you missed ballet class that day and you kind of want to get the body moving a little bit in a balletic way, forward and all the way up. Great. Now we're going to open up through the fronts of the hips and through the inner thighs. So this is a great stretch to help with turnout. We're going to do two different ways. So I want you to open your knees and bring yourself down to the forearms. And all you're going to do is rock back and forward. Rock back and forward. This is kind of like a little bit of a warm-up to go into the bigger stretch. And sit those hips back. Press it forward. 4 more. This movement is great, again, for accessing that turnout of the leg in the hip joint. And 1 more. Okay, now we're gonna go further down. We're gonna take the upper body all the way down. So bring the bottoms of your feet together. Now, depending on your range of motion, your feet might be up off the floor. That's okay. What we must do is make sure the hips are down on the floor. We don't want to lift the hips up like this and have the feet down. So feet can be up, but knees are very wide. Wherever you are, everyone has a different degree of turnout, and then just rest here and breathe. Very good. Now, just nice and slow, extend the legs out, push yourself up. Now I want you to take your right leg forward, and I want you to lengthen forward so you're opening up the hip flexors. Stay and breathe. And then we're going to flex through that front foot, extending through your calf, back of the knee straight, hamstrings nice and open. Good. Bring that leg down. Step the left foot forward, pressing forward towards that left knee. And then flexing your front foot. Try to straighten the knee as much as possible. If you're working on keeping those legs really straight in ballet class, then this stretch is really important. Your hamstrings might be tight, which is causing you to not be able to stretch the back of the leg. And let's bring that leg down. So there you have it. Some mobility before your ballet class, or some mobility work to do in between ballet classes. I hope that you liked this video. If you did, please like it, share it, comment, and subscribe to our channel. And we'll see you again very soon. Thanks.